Tribolt is a startup that merged Naga culture with Japanese Wabi-sabi philosophy and contemporary design for functionality, simplicity, and sustainability. Rooted in the Naga's Wabi-sabi lifestyle, reviving cultural elements through furniture and interiors. Let us hear more about Tribolt from the proprietor themselves, Mr. Achung and Miss Atum.
Well, Atam and I, we're both from different backgrounds professionally, and but we share the same passion when it comes to wood and also crafting things. So I think it's that passion that led us to where we are today, because she quit her job, I quit my job, I had a government job, and I was really not happy there. I wasn't satisfied. So deep down, I think we both knew that we had to follow our passion. So that's when in 2018 we started our own business. We quit my job and we took a leap of faith, and that's when we started Tribolt. We started by making customized furnitures for customers, for people, and eventually we got into interior projects. So along the way, we have met people and we've been doing projects after projects, and we have always loved bringing our ideas into life. So we would sketch, we would draw, and we would say like, you know, this is amazing. I think we should have something like this, but with a twist of this and that. So I think we love doing blending of cultures, fusion of ideas with contemporary and Naga and Japanese and whatever. So that's where we draw inspiration from. So, and also we wanted to showcase our work. We needed a place where we could display our work. So that's been a dream for the longest time. And it was only in 2023, last year, that we could actually achieve building a space, finding a space where we could display our finished goods. Of course, our customized work, it goes straight to our client's house, and our interior projects, you know, it's there in the site. But then we wanted a space where we could also show people the kind of work that we do, and also display our work as well. So that's how we started Tribolt, and that's where we are today.
How do you source your material, and do you prioritize sustainability in the process?
Yes, we source our materials locally, and from the mills where they are responsibly sourced and they're certified. And also we have our own local people around where we get in touch with them. So for instance, people, they want to clear a certain part of the land where they have trees. So we get in touch with them, and then we make a deal with them and we source it from them. And also from the mills as well, where we get in touch with the mill people and we inquire if wood is available. So that's how we acquire our wood, and we season them accordingly.
And also sustainability is an important factor when it comes to our design and our work, because most of our interior design also we focus in sustainable designs.
So again, when you talk about sustainability, that is one of our values. So as much as possible, we try to reduce waste. So sustainability, it's not just a trend, but it's an important part of building or crafting anything. So when it comes to building furnitures, a lot of wood goes to waste. So instead of discarding waste wood, we try and give that piece a second chance. So we try and craft something even smaller out of that. And for instance, if you look around, if you see our wooden vases and boards now, so we try and reuse them as much as possible instead of wasting wood as much as possible. And we try and use reclaimed wood, where, for instance, we hear from people that they are dismantling a certain room or a house or some pieces of furniture that they want to discard. We get in touch with them and we try and purchase the wood, because those wood, the reclaimed wood, are very old wood which is very well seasoned, and then we try and give those wood which were supposed to be firewood another chance, another life, and transform them into something which can be used again, you know. And so, yeah, we try and reduce waste as much as possible, and also um, try and use reclaimed wood for our purpose for furnitures.
Since you take your kids to work, how do you handle your workflow and family at the same time, especially at times when you have to handle multiple projects?
Yeah, you want to start with that?
You can.
Working and handling a family at the same time is not an easy thing, and it's always been a challenge since the beginning. But I think along the way you figure out a way to adjust, you know, to try and handle, to juggle between the two. And of course, initially it was hard when we have our kids who are very small and they're not going to school, and we have to, you know, like babysit them at the same time, try to juggle between work and family. But we share responsibilities. Sometimes there are things things that I can't do, then I ask my wife to do, ask them to do, and then sometimes things that she can't do, then I would be taking care of the kids and she'll be doing. So we try and juggle, we try and take responsibilities. And now that the kids are a little grown up now, they go to school. So that's a very good time for us to actually go to the sites and visit customers. We have a good time between morning 8:30 till 1:32. So that's a good time because people are relatively free during the morning hours. And after we get them, sometimes they're like very happy to be with us. If we have to go uh, to the middle or to the sites or to visit customers, our kids are very happy to get along, you know, come along with us. And in fact, I think they're learning a lot when they're moving on around with us. So it's like a hands-on experience for them also. They're learning a lot about wood. They're learning a lot about life. They're learning a lot about how to deal with people. So I think we are growing as a family and also growing as a business. And at the same time, we're enjoying it. Yeah.
What do you think set apart your products from your fellow competitors?
Yeah. Well, honestly, I don't feel like there should be any competition as such, because as uh, as uh, as craftsmen or as furniture makers or designers, I think each one of us, we are all different in our own way, and just like music, you have different genres. Even with furniture, you have different kinds of furniture. Like some people would make a very sleek furniture. Some people would make a French kind of furniture, and the kind of work that we do, it's a little different. And from where we try and blend, mix fusion with our culture, and draw inspiration from contemporary designs, and so in a way, I think we should learn to appreciate each other's craftsmanship. And for instance, I really admire and appreciate French work, but that is something which I wouldn't say I would that I do. But as craftsmen and from different fields, I think we should. I'm from different genres. We should all come together, and instead of competing, I think we should contribute to the community of craftsmen and woodworkers and builders. And I think that's the only way to move forward, especially in a place like us, in a society like us. Like I think instead of competing with each other, I think it's good to acknowledge each other's uniqueness and move forward. Yeah.
How do you determine the pricing of your products, keeping in mind the fact that some brands offer the same product at a lower cost?
Um, well, I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's actually depends on the
Brands
piece and the kind of furniture that you're making. So when you say the cost or if it's expensive, it all depends on what is it, what furniture is it, what kind of furniture you're making, and how much time have you put into it. So, for instance, like if I say for example, we talk about a chair, and we say a chair costs about just for instance like 1,000 rupees. Now, if some people would say, why is it 1,000 rupees? We would say because the quality of wood that we put in, it's really seasoned. And to get seasoned wood, it's not something which you can just buy with money right now. You know, you need time for seasoning wood. That's number one. Number two is the craftsmanship involved. You know, the amount of time that you put in and the detailing. So and the same customer would even ask us if you can give us a chair that's worth half the price. And that's possible because we can use wood which is not seasoned, which you can easily purchase. We can spend less time in crafting the furniture. It'll serve the same purpose. It'll be functional. But the thing is, the amount of time that like you put in the first one is so much more, and the craftsmanship is so much more, and the quality so it all comes down to quality at the end of the day. Yeah.
And I think I'll add there, durability is also a very important factor when it comes to our furniture. And I think we emphasize on craftsmanship rather than mass production. So
Yes.
each and every furniture piece that you see is like carefully, every wood has been carefully treated. So it's very important for us to give the finest wood. Yeah.
That's true.
As you know that seasonal wood is running out, how do you cope with that?
When you say seasoned wood, it all comes down to the same point again. Like, how long are you treating your wood? If it is, what kind of seasoning do you follow? Well, there are different kinds of seasoning the wood, but generally in Nagaland we use air drying seasoning. So it all depends on the duration of time you have seasoned the wood. So wood is basically a lot of moisture. Like I think when you cut down a tree, 40 to 50% of the weight of a wood is basically water. So it all depends on how much time are you giving the wood for it to get used to the climate, to the air around it, the atmosphere. So when we purchase wood, we make sure that we think ahead, we look ahead. So for us, we have to think ahead like years ahead of us. So if we're just talking about a chair right now, we just can't expect to get some wood and then make a chair right now. We have to think, okay, I'm going to make a chair like in 3 years' time, 4 years' time. I have to be prepared from now because I have to season my wood. So that has been one of our principles, and then we have been seasoning wood. And with regard to that, we have kept enough for quality furniture, not for bulk mass production. Because when you say mass production in this age, it's like that's when quality and quantity, they clash. So we don't give mass production. It's more like like fast food. Like what kind of food do you want? Do you want a slow cooked food with good values and nutritional values, or you want to go to a fast food and get something really fast? And so same goes with furniture. If you want something that's mass produced, like you have to compromise on quality. But we don't want to compromise on quality at Tribolt. So we make sure that what we have is of quality. What we make should be of quality, and where it lands up, that's where people should be happy with what we give them, and the product should have to be of good quality. That's what we believe in.
As a married couple running this startup, is there times when there are clash of opinions amongst both of you?
Difference in opinions is always there when it comes to creative field. So I think over the years we have evolved, and also our differences, like we understand each other in this field. So we sort of set clear parameters. So we respect each other's skills and also space. So we divide our work. So for instance, like if we have a project, then he'll talk to me about it, and then we sit in 2 different rooms and we work on our ideas, and then we come together and then we discuss. So that way it really works out for us. So I think difference of opinions is also kind of brings out the creativity in us, because something that I did not think of, he'll have that in his mind. So vice versa, it works out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if I may add, we, um, we've started to learn to appreciate and to value each other's strengths and weaknesses. So, my strength would be to use my hands to make something because physically I'm much stronger, and obviously because I'm a guy. But uh, when it comes to thinking and designing, and that's where she comes in, and the way she works her mind, I think as a female, as a mother, she has all these things going in her head, and she knows how to multitask. So for me, it's like I'm on something, and then I'm trying to focus on something, but she's like, multitasking. So that's one of her strengths, and also when it comes to interior projects, where I would have to, when she comes up with designs, we make something, craft a furniture, a piece, and we get into a furniture project area. When it comes to styling the room with the most smallest of details, okay, we bring a furniture and we put the bed there, but that's not just how you do it. It has to be at the perfect angle. It has to be, the smallest details have to be noted down, and so she's got a strength there. So we try and put our boundaries, and I try to respect that, and that's where we learn to acknowledge
I
each other's
think
strengths.
we have also learned to disagree productively now over the years. Yeah.
So in a way, I think conflict will arise. I mean, it's normal for any partnership. So when it comes to a husband and wife being a partner again, so in business, so I think in a way it strengthens our relationship as well because we learn to acknowledge each other that way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there any specific genre you work on?
Yes, we
Draw inspiration from our ancestors.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we draw inspiration from our ancestors, our Naga culture, and also we draw inspiration from the Japanese woodworking techniques, because when you look at the term wabi-sabi, so that's where we're really drawn towards, and that's like finding beauty in imperfection. So if you look at our works, mostly it's quite imperfect in a way, but we've tried to bring out use the imperfection to actually bring out the beauty of that particular object or the furniture. So if you look at our ancestors, the way they lived, their lifestyle, the homewares and the furnitures that they used, they were very crude, they were rustic, and they were imperfect in a way. So uh, they were actually, it's evident that they were living a very wabi-sabi kind of lifestyle, like simplicity, imperfect, but then, pure. So that's where we try and we aim at not to erase the historical, cultural importance and the beauty of our culture, but then also, try and infuse, blend between Naga and contemporary furniture, and also drawn from Japanese and other parts of the world. Yeah.
And also, can I add there,
Yeah.
if you look at our ancestors, they used very minimal palette, but they were very creative that way. They creatively used it. So we also try to reinvigorate like traditional furnitures with modern contemporary design. So we have a lot of Naga elements in our work. Yeah.
Do you have any word of encouragement for viewers?
Encourage young people out there, and also people who have a dream of their own, to not be fearful of what you want to do. Just sometimes I think you need to take a leap of faith, and because both Atam and I, we come from different backgrounds. I mean, she quit her job and she came back home. Even I was in the government. I had a government job, but deep inside, it was something which I wasn't very. I wasn't enjoying it at all. So I think it's important for us to look at what we love, because I think God has put something in each one of us to pursue, and I think we need to find that purpose in each one of our lives, because I think at the end it shouldn't be about making money.
Yes.
I think it should be about finding the purpose for what you're here for. And while doing the purpose, it's important to encourage people that you've been along the way. And also, because money will come and go, but I think finding the purpose and fulfilling the purpose here and loving what you do is more important.
There's no greater joy in doing something that you're passionate about, something that you really love. And this is something
Yeah.
that both of us, we love doing this.
Yes, that's
So
right.
yeah.
And it hasn't been easy. I mean, like having to quit a job, and also, nothing came like, served ready-made. So we had to struggle initially. I mean, we knew that our source of income, the regular income, was, we're sacrificing all of that, and we're just taking a leap of faith. So when you start a business, when you start a venture, the most initial stages are very difficult. And along the way, sometimes you might feel like you want to quit, you want to give up. But the key to everything is to persevere and not to give up, and also, to respect the
And to be
people.
focused.
Yeah, to be
focused in what you really want to do, instead of getting distracted, because there will be a lot of opinions from other people also. But then when you set your heart into something, then I think you should not be distracted, but rather focus in doing something that you love.
Mm.